Hello, guys, and welcome back to Cricket Analysis by CNE again. Today, I'm all alone in this video. Nobody is helping me out. I was asked to do this video with the whole team. I don't know. Vedant is busy shifting. I don't know where Agni is right now. He's not answering my messages. So I am here all alone in this video. The preview of the fourth test between India and England taking place in Manchester. So I have to say the starting line, cue intro today. So, cue intro.
Just kidding, guys. I'm right here. Good evening, good evening, good evening, Proneet. I'm sorry I'm late. I was researching on Old Trafford conditions. What were you doing? Did we do the intro yet?
I did the intro. Everything is done. You just entered at the perfect time.
Oh, thank you. Sorry, guys. I was out. I was busy researching on the magnificent test match that is upcoming on tomorrow when the video releases tomorrow. The next test match happens at 23rd of July, and thank you, Proneet, for covering for me till then. But there is no CNA video without Agni hosting and Proneet criticizing Gambhir. So let's get on with it. We have a lot of segments for you today, where first, we're going to talk about what stage are we in right now, where England are and where India are, and who has more chance of winning this series. Then we're going to talk about the English squad. We're going to talk about changes in the English squad as well as the Indian squad, where there have been some changes as well. Then we're going to talk about the playing 11s. English playing 11 is again out. I don't know what England does, Proneet, but they always release their playing 11s 2 days before the test match. What's the case, Proneet? Why do they do that?
I think that they just want to be like want to show that yeah man we are a team that are very confident and we but, it's just a trend. It's a thing about
Yeah,
being a cool team and very different national team. I don't know, many teams do
nonchalant.
that.
They're very nonchalant with it.
Nonchalant.
They're very nonchalant with it. They want to
Yes.
say, "You're hurting my own team." Okay, so I'm going to come in with two X11s. I'm going to show you that we are going to play Liam Dawson. But continuing, we're going to talk about the English 11. Then we're going to talk about, of course, the old conditions of Old Trafford and what has
Hmm.
been the recent trend there. Then we're going to construct together the Indian 11. Why so? Before we have done that, we're going to take Tony's 11, then Vedant's 11, then my 11. We're going to construct one together because there will be a lot of changes for the Indian 11 coming to the fourth test. We'll go on to why, and lastly, we're going to talk about predictions. So let's go to at what stage we are today. The English conditions, the English people, the Englishmen, the Brent Stokes army, the Barmy army, there's so many names for them. They are at 2-1. They won a famous test match at Lords. And we have once mentioned that if the team that wins this test match has a very probable chance of winning the whole series because India now have to win two in a row to guarantee a series victory. And it's very tough considering that you are a visiting team going in very unfamiliar conditions, especially at Old Trafford, where they haven't played a test match for a whole decade. The last test match that India played in was in 2014, where they lost in innings defeat. And then the last test match, Proneet, India played was in the 1990s. So it's not a really familiar ground for India to come in, even though test matches are regularly held here. So yeah, England are at a big advantage of 2-1, but up comes the Old Trafford challenge, which will challenge both sides. Now we go on to the English squad. In front of you, there is the English squad present, and you'll see again another change. At this time, it's a forced change where Shoaib Bashir, he famously delivered the last over where he took the wicket of Siraj, is now out due to injury because, of course, he has a broken hand. He fielded with one hand. It was quite of a brave nature by Shoaib Bashir Proneet, but Liam Dawson has entered the squad yet again in Karun Nair style, Proneet. Who is he, Proneet, and what should we expect from him in this test match?
Liam Dawson. Yeah, it's a name that has been coming up in the after Shoaib Bashir's injury. To the audience, I want to say that Liam Dawson is somebody. Why Agni said he's similar to Karun Nair is that he has played only 3 test matches in his whole career. His debut was in the 2016-17, 2016 series in India, in which Virat Kohli scored the famous 235, Karun Nair's 303, KL Rahul's one. Everything happened in that series. So in that very series, Liam Dawson made his debut at Chennai, and he scored a 66 not out in that match. So with the bat, he contributed. With the ball, he got a few wickets as well. So from that, he got a chance in another test match in 2018 or 19. And after that, he never played for the English national team in test format. He has been playing in white ball, and in the past 2 3 years, he has been excellent in the with the red ball and with the white ball. In every format, he has been in excellent form. He has been playing leagues all over the world. Not only he has not played in India only in the IPL, but every other league he has played in Pakistan, South Africa, New Zealand, Vitality Blast, everywhere he has played. South Africa, everywhere.
Isn't it the
So
same case for Dawson?
yes,
Isn't it the same case for English players, Proneet, that they don't like IPL, even though there's a lot of money involved?
I feel the English needs to, and I think they need to put their, I feel, arrogant behavior a bit down now. They need to be a bit more humble.
Especially
Because
when
Harry Brook himself said,
Phil Salt helped you in the IPL victory for RCB. You would really want
the
English players
only
to
the
play.
only Englishman, the only Englishman I love is Phil Salt. The only Englishman I love is Phil Salt.
But yeah, I mean, what type of a bowler is Liam Dawson, Proneet, and what do we expect
Yes,
from him in his type of bowling?
yes, he's a left-arm orthodox bowler, and he's such a guy that he does not always need a good pitch for himself. He's not a guy who needs a good pitch to get wickets. Like for
Hmm.
example, if we take the case of Shoaib Bashir, he is kind of a bowler that needs a good pitch for spinners to get more wickets or give a big impact in the game. But on the other hand, there are bowlers like Liam Dawson in the English side that even on a flat track, he can generate wickets. His consistency on his line and length is excellent, excellent, and he has been amongst the wickets and runs in the past few years in county cricket as well. In June, I think in June last month, he scored. He played 2 matches of county cricket in test format. Others he played T20s. But in the test matches that he played, 2 matches, he scored a 60, he scored a 135 or something, and he got a 4 for as well. So he has been in excellent form. So his form is something that is dangerous for the Indian batsman, and he can be somebody, a better version of Bryden Cars. He knows how to contribute well with the bat. So India needs to notch up good plans for him, and he can be a real threat for India.
Yeah, you would feel like Liam Dawson is like a collaboration between Karun Nair and Ravi Jadeja, as you have mentioned. By far, as I've known him by your explanation, it looks like that. That he hasn't played a Test match for England for about almost 7 years, but then you see him look like a Ravi Jadeja, where he is very consistent with his lines and can contribute a lot with his bat as well. So yeah, a deep contention for Liam Dawson because Liam Dawson also provides with the bat. That means that England have a lot of batting depth with them. So it's a very well-rounded 11. We'll come to that as we go on to the Indian squad. Well, Indian squad usually doesn't change a lot, especially when they're visiting because they're the visitors. They really don't have to get people from their home conditions to the England or any other country's pitches. It usually happens within the home team that they can chop and change the squad because it's of closer availability. But due to some forced changes, and Nitish Kumar Reddy is now out of the Test series. What a big blow for India, Proneet, especially a well-rounded player like him. And provided that he has performed well for India in the last Test match, India would be completely bummed that NKR is missing out in the last two Test matches.
Yes, definitely. NKR is a huge loss for India for this series. And I don't know how bad his injury is, but the only thing we all know is that he can't play the rest 2 matches in this series. So hopefully he recovers fast and soon enough. So yeah, his contribution both with the bat and ball is very important for India. He 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 improved his bowling, but it costed him an injury. I feel even
Yeah.
after a 7 day, 8 day break, and we expect them to rest a lot and be ready for the next test match. But there are injury concerns suddenly. So yeah, series is not looking good for India right now.
Yeah. Enker got injured, as per reports, of course. Enker got injured while practicing, along with uh, Akashdeep, who also got injured in his groin. Akashdeep, on the other hand, is not confirmed that he'll play this match or not. It's not confirmed that he's out of the series. But Enker is definitely out because it's a big knee injury he has, and perhaps, hopefully, he gets fit soon enough, and maybe there's no kind of surgeries that he has to do to get his knee fixed because that takes a lot of time, and especially that he's such a big all-rounder for us. India really don't generate a lot of fast bowling all-rounders. The only one that I can think of right now is Hardik Pandya, who is in very fitness. He's a very injury-prone person, and especially for NKR as well, we need him fit because India need to perform. So yeah, but for him, NKR is out. But we'll go back to the first Test match preview, as we have said, the notable exclusions, the most famous videos of ours, where the notable exclusions showed Anshul Kamboj in. Anshul Kamboj is now back in a test squad, and I feel like I'm happy, and I think Proneet is also happy that he's in. He deserved a spot. He did well in the warm-up matches, and we were questioning Gambhir in the sense that why Harshit Rana was chosen above him, but Harshit Rana isn't in the squad anymore, but Anshul Kamboj is in. So it's a good sign for India that they are recognizing domestic talents and they are putting them in the squad, because even if they're not playing in the playing 11, they also get experience by being in the bench as well, because they are being exposed to conditions and of course experienced players. So Anshul Kamboj is in, and potential person who could play into their playing 11. We don't know that. Uh, People who could be injured. Arshdeep Singh is out of the fourth test match. So it is confirmed. Mohammad Siraj confirmed himself that Bumrah will be available in the fourth test match, which means that Bumrah will complete his three-match quota out of the five test matches. And will the Indian management change it tweak it a bit that Bumrah plays four test matches, or will it be just three test matches? We don't know that. But Bumrah is playing. I feel like just because that Arshdeep Singh isn't available, he also got injured while practicing. That's why Bumrah is in for that fourth test match. So, lot of things to consider, because I feel like there'll be a lot of forced changes coming forward for India. So, yeah, interesting squads, Proneet. And now we'll go on to the English 11. The English 11, Proneet, as you have mentioned, Ben Duckett, Zach Crawley, it's not a lot of changes where the English 11 in front of you has Ben Duckett, Zach Crawley as openers, Ollie Pope as number one, Joe Root, Harry Brook, Ben Stokes as the middle order players, and Jamie Smith as the keeper. But there has been one change where Liam Dawson comes in at six down, as he is an all-rounder batsman, with Jofra Archer, Braden Cast, and then Chris Vokes on the playing 11, which shows that, Proneet, everyone in the playing 11 can bat. Everyone.
Yes.
Is it a very big strength point for England that they have? Is it like is this like a, what do we say, that? Is it a blessing in disguise that England have lost Shoaib Bashir, because Bashir couldn't bat and not could he bowl? No offense to him, but nor could he do a lot of damage with the bowling, provided of course, except that last wicket of Siraj, that was a lot of bravery from him. But other than that, everyone can bat. There's not a single person who cannot hold the bat and play, suppose, if not a big innings, but those small knocks of 10, 20s, and 30s. So this is a very formidable 11 by England. And coming in the scheme of long-term thinking as well, England in the Ashes as well would want this kind of 11 where they have been known to have some collapses in Australia, but having an 11 where all 11 of them don't know how to bat can be good. So, what are your opinions on in this England 11, Proneet? And do you think that in India don't have any chance to win against this good England side at home? Proneet,
Yeah, England side has six. Yeah, so
yeah, there's some
yeah,
net
am
problems
I
with
audible?
Proneet. Now you're audible. Now you're audible. Now you're fine.
Yeah, so I was saying that England side has six all-rounders in their team. So with the six all-rounders that they have, their last the 11 number batsman is Jofra Archer. So this is a huge plus point for England and a matter of concern for India, because that is from the start of the series only we have been talking about the contributions from the lower order or from the tail. Somewhere from there they have been notching up those extra 50, 60 runs. Meanwhile,
Hmm.
Indian lower order tail could not contribute that much. So these are increasing signs of concern for India. But we know that if we bowl well and on pitches like Old Trafford, bowling well can really help India. So India do have a good chance, and with Bumrah in the squad, in the bowling lineup, when you have the best bowler in the world, you
Hmm.
never put yourself out of the game.
Yeah.
So yeah, India have a lot of chances in the game. Just need to maintain the match, maintain consistency in the match, basically.
Yeah, it gives me a lot of nostalgia, not in the good way, but in the bad way, where in the BGT series in the 2021, 2020 to 2021 BGT series, where India had almost half of the squad wiped out because of injuries, then they came back to win a famous test victory at Australia, where they turned around a 0-1 loss and then went on to win the whole series. This seems a bit like that. It's like a deja vu situation. It's tough, of course, to do that, but India do have that kind of problem where the English 11 looks very formidable. They have a very well-rounded 11, but India have a lot of injuries, so they would have to do a lot of changes coming to the fourth test. So, hoping for the best. I want to see another very good test match being played at Old Trafford, because at the end of the day, I'm a test cricket fan more than any other fan, any other team fan, and I would want a very closely fought test match to be happening again. I want a treat to everyone's eyes. So yeah, this is the Indian squad and the English 11 in front of you. Now we'll go on to discuss about the conditions at Old Trafford. And now we are at the segment of discussing the conditions of this test match at Old Trafford. As I've said before in the video, India have not played a lot of test cricket here, so it's very hard to predict how India will fare here, because there not enough test matches played here that would be conclusive enough for what they have done at Old Trafford. But what I can say is that Manchester, Old Trafford, is a very happy hunting ground for England. They have won all the test matches in the last six matches that have been played here, except that one draw with Australia in the Ashes where it was rained out. But other than that, they also were winning that one, by the way. So that was a very controversial one, as England claimed moral victory of Ashes rather than actual victory of Ashes. But other than that, they have been very good at Old Trafford and they have exploited the conditions well. But they have done it in the last 6 years, where four of the test matches that they have played with are with nations that are in the bottom five of the, like in the from 5 to 10 rankings, so not in the top five rankings. So I don't know what to talk about here, in the sense that if England are really good at playing this at this ground, or if this is just a good record against lower ranked teams actually. But other than that, we're going to discuss the stats and what India could do here at this pitch, because as I've said here, it's not an easy ground for England to win as well. Looking at the Indian squad as well. So we're going to discuss that here, but we're going to talk about the recent trend, the graph in front of you, where the toss has been quite equal, in the sense that in the last five test matches, batting first has been chosen three times and fielding first has been chosen two times. But the real difference here is that, Proneet, that fielding first, the team that have won, actually the team that have won by fielding first is actually 3-1. So the batting first has not won a lot here. It's actually the fielding first team that have won here, despite there has been a quite of equal distribution of batting and fielding first. So there might be a bit of a confusion here, but the results clearly suggest that fielding first wins it. But why is it confusing? It's confusing because Old Trafford is known to deteriorate as the match progresses. That means that batting in the first innings is usually the best time to bat at. But in the recent past, as we have seen at Old Trafford, the team that has batted second has usually gotten the big lead. And by big leads, I mean 100 plus leads. So it's a big lead that they receive and they generally go on to win the test match. In this case, it's England that have batted second mostly, and then they have gone on to win the test match. So it's a bit of a confusion because one, you see that the pitch deteriorates throughout the test match, but then you see that batting second is quite easy. So which one do you choose? It's a very tactical decision you have to go with. Another thing to contend with is that this is the most spin-friendly English ground. That means that India have a good chance to win here because they, of course, have a superior test side. England, of course, as we have talked about, have gone only with one spinner and maybe a Joe Root for 5-6 overs. But other than that, they have just the one sole spinner. But on the other side, India have four quality spinners in their ranks. Two of them who have actually played in the test match. But other than that, it's actually a good consideration for India coming forward that what they're going to go with. Talking about distributing it day by day, at day 1 and 2, it's actually typical English conditions. If it's overcast or humid, it's a perfect seeming condition where either a Jasprit Bumrah or a Chris Wokes or Jofra Archer will have a very good time there. But going on from day 3, you'll see a lot of cracks, you'll see a lot of rough, and you'll see a lot of turn, especially for wrist spinners. Wrist spinners have had a lot of success here, be it from the visiting team, be it from the home team. So it's a big consideration for India to either play Kuldeep Yadav because Kuldeep Yadav has had a very lustrous test career so far, but he hasn't had the chance to play a lot of matches. That is that. But it really becomes difficult to bat in the fourth innings when you go on to Old Trafford. So will you go on with the risk of actually fielding first and then batting fourth and chasing not a very dangerous looking 190 but then get out at 170? Or will you bat first and then give a tough target for the opposition to play with, but go at the risk that the second innings is actually too much of a lead to play with? So it's a dilemma that I feel like the two teams will come forward with. England have already sorted out the dilemma where they've said that nope, we're going to have one spinner, but what they're going to do at the toss, nobody knows because it's really a dilemma for everyone present here. And I feel like for England and India, it will be the same case. England has had a very good hunting ground, but having India played barely here, India have a very good chance. And I feel like personally, this is the best chance where India could win a test match because one, it's spin friendly conditions. That means that we have a better, India have definitely by no argument here, India have a very superior spin side. So will India play with three spinners or will India have a pace battery in front of them? So it is a big consideration as Old Trafford. We are going to Old Trafford now and we're going to talk about what will happen in the test match and what will be the Indian playing 11 and who will win the toss and what will they choose. Talking about tosses, Proneet, England have won all three tosses here and Shubman Gill is following the quiet footsteps of Rohit Sharma because we have not won in all formats gathering. We have not won a single toss in the last 16 games, barring the ODIs. We have not won a single toss in the last 16 games. What's the case?
You're talking about the ODIs.
Oh, no, no, don't
Even
talk
in
about
Champions
ODIs.
Trophy, I think. Even in Champions Trophy, I think we did not win any
We
toss. Or
haven't
I think we won only one toss.
in ODI. No, no, no. We in ODIs we haven't won a single toss since Cricket World Cup 2023 semi-final. We have lost all tosses since then.
It's zero. I saw someday 0.0000. Oh, also another stat. The women's T20 series that was going on with England,
Hmm.
and and even after the second ODI, the 7 matches that the women's team played for India, all the 7 tosses were lost by India.
Do,
So no,
do,
nobody is winning tosses.
do you think that India should get the Indian cricket team in at whole should get actually a toss course where they guess tosses all day and they go with how the toss the whole what do you say the trajectory of the toss, how is it going off, which finger are they holding up the heads with or tails with, and then go up with that. It's actually very unlucky, of course, but it actually could be detrimental for the team because we've seen that some pitches also dictate matches if you've won the toss. And if you're not winning tosses, it's really unlucky for the team that you don't win tosses. So yeah, India need to win a toss and say that okay, please let me actually play a toss as I get bright right now. My lights battery is off. But other than that, we have discussed the conditions now, and now we'll go on to the interesting segment, the most interesting one. We're going to talk about the Indian 11. Okay, Proneet, we are going with a different sort of fixture here. As Vedant is not here, going to talk about, we're going to construct the Indian 11 together. You can see in front of you the playing 11 of India in the third test match, but now in the fourth test match, we'll definitely see some changes. One, Nitish Kumar Reddy is out, so who will replace him? Second, if Akashdeep is playing or not, and if Akashdeep is not playing, who should play? And third, Karun Nair. Will Karun Nair play the fourth test match? Is, of course, what our feeling would be. And we will also going to talk about if the Gambhir management will opt for Karun Nair to get one more test match. So, starting with it, I don't think there's any argument about if Jaiswal and KL are opening. I think they have been the best performers.
Yeah. That's
So,
that's pretty much decided.
yeah, so we're going to open with Jaiswal and KLR. Number three, do you feel like you want to give Karun Nair one more test match? We have talked about in the review that Karun Nair should play in all five test matches to get an accurate review of it, because he has gotten starts in all test matches, but he has not been able to convert it into a good innings, and especially when India needed him the most. So will Karun Nair get another chance? Because the experts and the viewers in tandem have been saying that Karun Nair has had enough opportunity to play, and second chance he has been given and he has not been able to convert it. And still, I feel like they feel like Karun Nair should be opted out and Sai Sudarshan should get the go ahead after he played the first test match. What is your opinion, Tony? Is Karun Nair the really someone you want to play with right now?
Yes, I will say that we should give Karun Nair another test match,
Hmm.
because Karun Nair is somebody who can give you the much needed runs. Although he has not provided India at crunch moments, although much crunch moments did not appear to him. He has got 30s, 40s. He has got those 30s and 40s, but he is not able to get that one big score.
Yeah.
So I feel he is showing that potentially showing that intent that is required.
Hmm.
So I feel he should be given chances in the fourth and fifth test. Instead, if you suddenly bring in Sai Sudarshan, it will again rupture the batting lineup. I feel, because Karun Nair is getting used to the conditions right now. He's getting used to the conditions, the pitches, bowlers, especially the bowlers. If you are facing the same pace attack for 3 matches, so you know what they will bowl, so you can work on that. So I feel Karun Nair has worked on that, and he will perform well in the fourth test match. So I feel he should be given a go ahead instead of bringing another change. I feel that will be unnecessary.
Okay, that's Proneet's opinion, and I feel like I agree with him in the sense that Karun Nair should get another chance. Even though one of our backstage members, he's not part of CNE yet, but you'll see him soon enough. Soon enough. Rebat, he has an explicit hate for Karun Nair because he has been given another opportunity and he has not scored the runs. But yes, I would also agree that Karun Nair should be in the playing 11, at least for this test match, if not for the fifth test match. He should get another chance because it's not like he's getting out for ducks. It's not like he's giving a poor performance. He's having those starts. And if a player is having those starts, a player like Karun Nair should get opportunities to be encouraged that okay, you get those starts, but this time you convert it to bigger scores. And especially, I feel like he has to convert it in this test match if he gets a go at it, because Indian cricket has a lot of competition. Unlike other boards, Indian cricket has a lot of competitions, and a lot of people are waiting for getting selected in the playing 11. So for him to just get starts is not enough to get into the Indian 11. So I feel like this is a crunch moment for Karun Nair, and I feel like he should play this test match, but I feel like this should be his last and only chance to prove that he is deserving to be at the playing 11, or else he should bow out and give other players a chance. So in the third place, we are giving Karun Nair the third place. Fourth place is Shubman Gill. Another thing I want to talk about, Proneet. I have seen again some reports. Rishabh Pant could come in as a specialist batsman. uh, we have talked about how in the Lord's Test match he has sustained a finger injury, and Dhruv Jurel had kept wickets for the entire match. He has been an excellent keeper for India, no doubt. He is a very talented keeper. But if Proneet Pant is playing as a specialist batsman, how does that affect the playing 11 of the team? Because if Pant is there as a specialist batsman, that means that we need to put Jurel in the 11. I don't think KL Rahul will play as a keeper in tests. I don't think he's as capable for keeping at tests like suppose someone like Dhruv Jurel, who we have clearly seen he has done very well in keeping. So what do you think? If Pant is there, Pant is definitely playing, but we don't know if he's keeping or batting only. So what do you think, Tony? What is the case here?
No, I feel the injury that Pant has got. He injured his thumb. I think thumb he injured. I
Hmm.
think so. Yeah, if he's coming in as a specialist batter and he will be fielding, so that sounded wrong. So fielding those balls. So yeah,
Leave that
I'm
out,
getting to
editor.
Shubman Gill a bit. So yeah, I'm getting to Shubman Gill a lot. So yeah, Rishabh Pant when he's fielding on the ground, so receiving fielding away.
Leave everything. Continue, Tony.
So so if Rishabh Pant comes in as a specialist batter, then he will be fielding. So he injured his thumb first of all. So when you have injured one of your fingers, and if you don't come in as a wicket keeper and come in as a fielder, so that increases your chances of risking a more lethal injury. I feel because
Hmm.
while keeping you have additional guard to your hands. But while fielding, you don't have any other guard. You will have to field with your bare hands. So catching and fielding, it might injure Rishabh Pant more. It might hurt him more. I feel so. I
Yeah.
don't think so. It is a good decision. But on the other hand, you mentioned Juren. Yes, he kept really well. He's a really good keeper in Test matches for India. But I feel if Rishabh Pant has to come in as a specialist batter, then KL Rahul for one match he should be given a go ahead as a keeper. I feel for
Yeah.
one match I think KL Rahul should be keeper.
Yeah, because that could also disturb the combination of India that is going forward. So
Exactly.
that could be a problem. But in my opinion, I have never seen Rishabh Pant field in my whole life. I have never seen him in the outfield. I've only seen him in keeper gloves.
Yeah, 2022 T20 World Cup.
Oh yeah, like very few instances where we have seen Rishabh Pant actually
Yeah,
field. Like
yeah.
completely talking about Dhruv Jurel and KL Rahul, we have seen him on the field all the times. We have seen them on the field all the times. We have seen Dhruv Jurel in the IPL field, so that means that he's a capable fielder. And KL Rahul is of course in the clips right now, so that has no concerns. But Pant is not really a regular fielder, so I feel like Pant, if he has injured his finger, as valuable he is, no offense to him, but if he's injured and he can't keep, don't play him in the test match. I feel like that will really hurt the team
Yes.
combination. But if he does play, make him keep. And that is what I really want from the Indian management because you want to take those decisions. This could be at the start. There could be some hate coming forward that why is Rishabh Pant opted out even though he can bat because of course, he is a very talented batsman, and when he comes forward, it entertains everyone, and he's one of the key batsmen for India. So why he has not been there, there'll be a question. But I feel like if Rishabh Pant can't keep, don't play him. Get Jurel in, like get him to sub in immediately. I'd want that rather than just Pant fielding and then Jurel keeping. I feel like that will very disturb the fields combination. So after discussing that, we have Shubman Gill at number 4, Rishabh Pant at number 5, and then at number 6, what do you feel? Jadeja at number 6, no brainer.
Ah, Jadeja at number 6.
Jadeja at number
Yeah.
6. Do you want Sundar to play as well? So Sundar at number 7, right? Uh,
Yeah. Sundar
Sundar.
at number 7, easy.
Now the point of conversation I have with you, Proneet. Number 8, 9, 10, 11. 10, 11 is definitely Bumrah and Siraj, so we are not talking about them. The big hole, 8 and 9. Full slot in because I've heard that Kuldeep Yadav is also yet set to play this test match, but then Nitish Kumar Reddy is out, so you don't have a fourth. Don't have a third bowling option. So Akashdeep is also has some problem. So you want at 8 or 9, you want Akashdeep at number 6 because now you don't really have a very long tail. You have a very long tail because your batting is still 7 and Akashdeep is at number 8, or Do you want Kuldeep Yadav and Shardul Thakur to play as third pacer? Because it's a very interesting standpoint. A lot of injuries have happened, but the main question is number 8 or 9. What is your opinion, Proneet? Should Shardul Thakur come in? Should Kuldeep Yadav play? Should Akashdeep, if he's fit, play this test match at all? What do you think?
I feel if Akashdeep if Akashdeep is unfit, if he doesn't play, because we don't know about his injury much. It hasn't been informed to the audience yet. So if I assume that Akashdeep is not playing, the worst scenario can be that Akashdeep not playing.
Hmm.
So the two empty spots, I feel I think I will give Shardul Thakur a go ahead
Okay, at number
in
8.
place of Nitish Kumar Reddy.
Hmm.
Yes, and at number 9, I really want to play Kuldeep Yadav. I really want to play Kuldeep Yadav because I feel this might be a risky option playing three spinners and then three
Three
pacers.
paces.
So this might be this might be a very risky option. Not only a bit risk but a big risk.
Hmm.
So, but if you look at the brighter side, we have first of all we have the greatest bowler in the whole world in our pace bowling line battery, and
Yeah.
Mohammad Siraj, who is probably the greatest bowler with a who manages his workload very well. So he
Yeah.
won't have any issues in the coming into the fourth test match of a series. So the two bowlers are completely sorted. They will get us wickets, that's for sure. But on the other hand, if we look at the spinners, they have bowled well, but they haven't gotten much wickets when there was not enough purchase in the wicket. Jadeja and Washington.
Yeah, the old
So
Duke's ball that
if
comes
I
into
place a
question.
exactly, exactly the old Duke's ball. So if I place somebody like a Kuldeep Yadav, I feel that in the England batting side, if you look at the England batting side, I don't think so. I don't think so. They tried to bat maturely in the third test match,
Hmm.
but it was majorly Joe Root and Ben Stokes. Nobody else did much. Zach Crawley and Ben Duckett were barely surviving. I feel they were just trying to survive at best. And so after Joe Root and Ben Stokes, the best batsman to defend you have is Pope, Ollie
Yeah.
Pope. So considering these three batsmen, bringing somebody in like a Kuldeep Yadav with that wrist spin and the variations that he has,
Hmm.
he is not an easy bowler to read.
Yeah.
So that is something that might come into huge advantage for India, and Kuldeep Yadav has haunted England a lot of times before.
Yeah.
So I think Kuldeep Yadav can be played in this test match. It might be a risk, I will say. I will still say it's a risk, but I really want Kuldeep to play in this test match.
Yeah, but it's very tough. Your decision. You have said that Kuldeep Yadav will play, but I think every decision that Indian management will choose will have some cons, will have some pros. In your 11 that you have chosen, that you want Kuldeep Yadav and Shardul Thakur to play, but that means that Shardul Thakur will be as a third pacer. That means that he is the first change pacer, and we have seen that Shardul Thakur has not been in good form. So, and especially that initially stages with a new ball, the pace will help, and of course as it's the English conditions, the pace battery have to bowl well to do get some wickets. And if Shardul Thakur is a first change, that is a big question. So that is a big question. Of course Shardul Thakur can bat, so at number 8 he's there to bat, so that means you have a good enough tail. But then you have three pacers where Bumrah, Siraj are there, but as your first change is Shardul Thakur, and then you have three spinners, and the ball doesn't turn much, then the three spinners don't make any sense. But talking about the advantage that Tony has just mentioned, a wrist spinner gets the ball to spin in any pitch. That's the saying. The wrist spinner gets it to spin anywhere, and especially a Chinaman like Kuldeep Yadav, who actually is very good at getting turns at flat decks or the where the pitch is not doing well. Kuldeep Yadav could have a very good test match coming forward, and if he gets an opportunity, it could be a very good player for India, especially in English conditions where the ball isn't doing much, and especially where nobody has really seen Chinamans as much. So it's not really easy to pick Kuldeep Yadav as he's unique in that way. But very interesting. I'll give my viewpoint and then we'll give the final part. I feel like that if Akashdeep is there, then play Akashdeep. So if I'm saying that 9, 10, 11 Akashdeep, Bumrah, Siraj, I'll play with, I'll have a bit of a Kohli mindset that I don't care if I have a shallow tail. I want all of my 7 batsmen to do well because Kuldeep Yadav will come at. I want Kuldeep Yadav to play. So 9, 10, 11, Bumrah, Akashdeep, Siraj, and then at number 8, Kuldeep Yadav. So we have a shallow tail, yes, but I feel like that gives extra responsibility for the batsmen because they know that they don't have a lot of tail. And I feel like the Kohli mindset is that he has said it in one of his interviews before that if we have a shallow tail at a senior country, I feel like the batters will know that there's an extra added responsibility and they'll come out and top and perform. And we have seen that as how successful as a senior test player he has been, Kohli, and he has been the best captain for India in senior countries as well. So I want that to happen. It's a risk, of course, as our tail hasn't done well. But Kuldeep Yadav can bat. It's not like he cannot. He can defend the ball and he can bat well. But it's a shallow tail at the end of the day. But I feel like if you have that kind of backing for the bowlers and the batsmen that go on perform, and the batsmen especially where they'll have added responsibility among them, and I feel like they'll enjoy the responsibility. That's why I want to go with. And if Akashdeep is not playing, then start him with Prasidh Krishna because I feel like I want to give him one more test match, especially in the first 2 days. You'll see Old Trafford have a lot of carry and good bounce, and when it's good bounce, I think about Prasidh Krishna because he's a hit the deck bowler. So he can get a lot of bounce, and especially in the second test match, we have seen that he has improved a lot. So I would want him to play if Akashdeep is not playing instead of Shardul Thakur or any of that mess coming forward. So that is the question, and this really shows that how much India are missing NKR because NKR provided both batting and bowling. So this is how you're going to slot in with 11. So Proneet, let's go on to the final parts. What do you think that should happen? We have heard both of our opinions. What do you think should we settle down upon?
I think the only place where we are not agreeing with each other in the 11 is that the Akashdeep case. The
Yeah.
Akashdeep case, I wanted more protection towards our batting, and you went with the complete that we want wickets. So
Yeah.
you went with somebody like a Prasidh Krishna.
Mhm.
So yes, if you are going with that mentality and going for a bowler, of course Prasidh Krishna is the first choice. In that case, the way you are thinking. So yeah, it's a good decision I feel because at the end of the day, in a test match, you play to take 20 wickets. The
Yeah.
one who takes 20 wickets wins the test match for guarantee.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think having somebody like a Prasidh Krishna can be really useful even with a shallow tail.
Mm.
Having five proper bowlers.
Yeah.
Yeah, five proper bowlers. So it will be really beneficial for India, I feel.
Yeah. So let's go. I feel like let's go on to a middle point here where in at the number 8 position, let's keep the oblique. We'll keep first choice as of course Akashdeep because if he's fit, you just play him. He's done very well for India. If not,
Yeah.
if Akashdeep doesn't play, you give first choice to Prasidh Krishna. Then do you think that Prasidh Krishna should come in?
Yeah.
So,
Prasidh Krishna, yeah.
so Prasidh Krishna, and then if not Prasidh Krishna, then Shardul Thakur as he offers a lot with the bat. So I feel like we'll go with that pecking order. So this is our 11 in front of you now. I'm also going to give my written down 11 as well, as that will show it better, even though my handwriting isn't that good. And also the digital one as well that I'll put forward. So yeah, this is our playing 11 that Proneet and I have discussed and put forward with. So we are definitely playing Kuldeep Yadav, and I very look forward for Kuldeep Yadav to play as well, especially that this is the best wicket to play with. So yeah, this is the discussion we have had now, and now we go on to prediction time. Proneet, predictions. Will India win the fourth test match and get it to 2-2, or will England win this and seal the series?
It's my prediction streak was broken, I feel, on the fifth day.
Yeah.
So yeah, my prediction was broken. So I feel India can win this test match. Again, I will go for India in this test match logically also.
Hmm.
But yeah, this will be a tough one for India. A very tough match. India needs to play really well to win this match. I feel really well. Otherwise, there's no chance. So yeah, India.
So some character needs to be shown by the Indian batsmen as well, as England have not lost a test match for 5 6 test matches, and India are
Yeah,
not.
there was a stat. There was a stat that England hasn't lost in Manchester, Old Trafford, in the last 89 years. 89.
Yeah, no, but they have lost one in around 2017 with Australia. So I feel like that is a bit of an
Oh, yeah, yeah.
inaccurate stat. But yes, they haven't lost much here. Definitely, that they haven't lost much here. They have won a lot, and in the last five Test matches, they haven't lost one of them. So it's very tough for India to win it in that case historically. But also presently is also it's very tough in the sense that England have a very well-rounded 11, and India are coming forward with injury-prone players to play with, and they have to change a bit of a combination as well. So there's no settlement here. But as the telling goes, India have a lot of belief in themselves. They are players that have a lot of belief in themselves. So we'd expect that India will not go down without a fight. So that will be quite interesting to watch. Proneet, key players. So who do you think will perform from both England and India this time round?
I will back my captain, Shubman Gill.
Oh, captain, my
And
captain.
KL Rahul. Oh, captain, my captain. Yes. Shubman Gill and KL Rahul. I feel
KL Rahul.
Shubman Gill and KL Rahul will be the key players for India in the batting point of view. And bowling Jassi Bhai, any day, Jassi Bhai. Any day. And Kuldeep Yadav. Kuldeep Yadav will
Kuldeep
be
Yadav.
one to watch out for, I feel, if he plays. If they
Filter
play
it a
him,
bit then,
Kuldeep
Proneet.
Yadav will be the one to watch out.
Filter it a bit as well. Then name just two players who are going to perform. Well, just name two players from India who are going to perform, including both batting and bowling.
Overall, two players.
Overall two players for India.
Okay. So, KL Rahul, Jasprit Bumrah.
KL Rahul and Jasprit Bumrah. And from the English point of view?
English point of view, I feel it will be Ben Stokes, Ben Stokes and Liam Dawson.
Dawson, you feel like his coming back test will be one to remember, like Jofra Archer, huh?
Yes.
Yes,
yeah, he can be a real threat.
Yeah. So these are all your predictions. I'll give mine. I'll just say my key players. I'm not going to say who's going to win because I'm the host. I'm supposed to be neutral here. As I've said in the last two matches, there'll be draws, but no draws till now. But I'm going to say my key players. I feel like from India, I'll say very oddly because it's not a very famous opinion, but Jaiswal will do well here. I feel like Jaiswal will come up and perform well. So Jaiswal from India, and if I add one more player, I feel like Siraj will get a fifer. That's not a blatant. My gut feeling that he'll get a fifer here. And from England, I feel like Chris Wokes will come up. Chris Wokes will come up to be a very dangerous player for England. And I feel like I have a very bad feeling, even though I don't like the player at all, but I have a very bad feeling that Harry Brook will have a century. That's what my feeling is. So those are my predictions as well. So coming to the conclusion, this is what our preview was. This is what the preview of the whole test matches. Thank you, Proneet, for joining me today. We are missing Vedant a lot, but he's busy shifting places. So we wish a lot of luck for him going forward, and we hope that his shifting process is going well. But till then, we'll cover for him a lot of content to come forward. We have not been very active on the YouTube channel phase because we have not been active in the video making process, but now we'll be back with other series. We want to talk about different stuff as well, for especially also the women's series that is going on. We're going to talk about that as well. And the recently concluded West Indies versus Australia series as well. That was a record-breaking one. So till then, Proneet, we have some videos to record together. So make yourself comfortable as we are going to head on to more videos. But till then, it's good night from us. Good night from me, Agni Brahmachari. Good night to you, Proneet Ghatak. Bye-bye.
Good night.
Good night.